Hey, what's up guys, welcome to my channel. It's the first video on my channel, so I'm pretty excited actually. This channel will pretty much be about me cooking and making cocktails for you guys, and I just want to share my love for cooking with you guys. Okay, so we will pretty much learn how to make professional cuisine in a casual way, because that's all what I'm about. You know, just staying casual, having fun, and yeah. So today we'll start with my favorite meal, my favorite dish, which is spaghetti bolognese. So it comes from a region in Italy called Bologna, and it's usually served as something to stimulate your appetite, and so that, yeah, that's how they use it over there. But today we're not about that authentic-ish, you know what I mean? We're not about that authentic Bolognese recipe. We're all about that Italian-American recipe. I'll probably make a video with like the authentic recipe.
Ingredients: we'll need grounded beef, fresh pastas, fresh self-crushed tomatoes, spaghetti sauce, cheese and butter from the cow outside, green peppers, red peppers, olive oil, thyme, parsley, lime, lemon, hot sauce, and the spices. Today we'll be using Gaia, Afro Creole, and chef spice. Now let's get started.
I'll start here by kind of cleaning the meat. So we'll start by putting some vinegar on it. So I don't usually measure my stuff. I usually eyeball everything. So white vinegar. I usually put one lid. I could put more or less. Thing is, because you don't want it to be too sour, because after you'll be putting lime, lemon and stuff. I usually put one lid to start off with. So one lid. And it also depends how big your meat is. So my meat is not that big. It's like alright. It's alright. But you know, I gotta cook for the whole family and having responsibilities. Alright, so I'll put that on the side. So I'll make this. Now I can put lime, lemon. So I'll actually put one full lime on it. I'll squeeze it. You can also get the how's it called? The lime presser thingy, which you just press pretty much, and all the juice comes out. It's pretty handy. I plan on getting one soon, but for now I'm just trusting my raw force. You know what I mean? Thumbnail maybe. Anyways, so we'll continue on with this, and then this. We'll actually need like only one lemon. Like the other half of the lemon will be good. What we'll do or marinate. Like I know some people, like especially my mom, likes to mix it with their bare hands. But my hands are too clean for that, yo. My hands deserve better. Alright, so now we'll make our marinade with spices on, of course. And what's nice, and I think what will make me learn with all this is like we'll always try to use different spices. So I'm set on the mission to like every video try new spices, or not try, but like have different spices. Today, as I said previously, the three spices we'll be using, it's Gaia, Afro Creole, and chef spices. It's not spices that you usually like use specifically for this. Usually it's like, you know, people will use house spices that they use that they have at home and that they really like, and they'll use for everything, you know. So that's pretty much my house spices, and that I use for pretty much every meal. So of course I'll introduce you guys to it at first right now, because first video, and like, you know, try to get things started. But pretty much every video I'll always have new spices every video. So So yeah, and I'll always try to make you kind of understand in a way, in a special way, you know what I mean? How those spices feel like, and how I feel like they interact with each other. And so yeah, so I'll actually put it all in there in the bowl, and so that I can taste it. So I'll start by putting the lemon. Lemon's kind of hard. No, I don't know why I did that. So we'll start off with 3 spices. Okay, so with the spices, I'll taste Gaia first. So I'll just put a bit on my between fingers, I guess. I don't know how it's called, how this region is called. Write in the comments if you know. Damn. Okay, so it's more. It has kind of a soft taste at first, but then like the salt really kicks in. Okay, so now we'll go with the Afro Creole. So let's taste this one.
Watch me whip.
Damn! That is be mad salty, yo. That shit's about to whip on your taste, but it's gonna give you hypertension or something. Alright, I think I recovered from that overly salty spice. So let's get on to the next one. Damn! I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory, right? It enhances the food without giving too much. Sometimes in life, the simpler the better. So without further ado, we'll actually put the spices in there. Okay, so I'll just add on to that a house-made spice that we like to do here. It's not too fancy. You just put like garlic with like onions, pepper, and like some stuff like that. You put it in a mixer, and there you have it. So I poured it in, and now I'm about to pour a bit of water in there, a tiny bit of water, just to really get all what's left in there, and pour it in. And I'll also make like kind of a juice. Before I even mix it, I'll start cutting my peppers. So I usually put peppers and onions. I'm not a big fan of onions, so I usually put like just like, you know, 1/4 or 1/5, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So 1/5 of pepper in there, and 1/5 of red pepper in there. But whenever you put peppers in your food, remember to always wash your peppers. No, I'll just cut it. So you kind of don't want too big of chunks. You want to cut them in like little cubes like this, bit even smaller like this. Now that everything's in there, I'll just mix everything up. Alright, so now we're at the point where we just have to put pretty much things on the heat. We'll start off by putting water in there. Alright, so the salt, vegetable oil. I really don't put a lot though. It's not that important. Then we put the pastas in there. This is trying to smoke, so I'll put the olive oil in there. So quick. Now it's smoking hot, so I'll pour the meat in there. Now it's pretty much a matter of patience. You want it to be pretty brown, like a bit like this brown. But the most important is that you don't want to see any red like this. I'll just put a bit of water in there, just to add a bit more flavor and water, because there's still like juices and stuff in there. I'll just add a little bit right now. Oops. And now it's time for the crushed tomatoes. Alright, now we'll add some tomatoes in that ish. Alright, and now what we have left to do is toast. So I've added some crushed tomatoes in there. Ideally, I want to get that that good like orange color. That's about the orange I want to get. So I'll be adding spaghetti sauce and cheese and butter. I'll just pour the rest of the water in there. I actually could pour a bit more, but I'll pour it after. So right now I'll pour spaghetti sauce. Stir it again. So now I'll just add a bit more water in there. So right now it should be good. I'll put it on low heat and I'll just let it simmer for now while I drain this. So now it's pretty much done. We'll just add butter and cheese. Here you go. There's your spaghetti Bolognese. Alright, now it's the drinking part, you know what I mean? So what goes well with an Italian-American dish? Of course, an Italian-American drink, right? So we'll make an Italian-American drink called the Boulevardier, which is my favorite drink, and it's also, you know, it goes hand to hand with my favorite dish, my favorite ingredients, my favorite cocktail. Boulevardier is pretty much an alteration of Negroni. Negroni, which is Campari, sweet vermouth, and gin. But the gin in this will be replaced by the bourbon there. And so the gin, so the Campari would be more of the Italian, typical Italian drink. But Italian American, this makes it American. The whiskey makes it American. So it's not a really complicated drink. So we'll start off with our ice. And then we'll chill this with some ice. We'll chill our rocks glass with our ice. So I'll just put this aside for now. Oh, this one in there. Alright, so it's pretty much simple. It's real simple. It's just one part each. So, 1, 2, 3, and then you stir it, and you stir it until pretty much glass is chill. We'll just dump out our ice. Take some new ice. If you guys don't want to waste ice like I do, you can just put it in the fridge and whoop. And then whatever, it'll be chilled. So then we'll just take this and we'll pour it in there. And then for the garnish, I like to get a it's pretty much orange. You present it the way you want to, pretty much. The way I like it if I just peel just, you know, like a small amount like this, and then I just take a toothpick, I slide it in there, you know, to make the presentation good looking. And usually you don't take a toothpick, usually you pick an ice pick, but you know, broke ass nigga. So yeah, and then you just put it in. Here you go. Boulevardier. Cheers. Pretty self-explanatory, right? It